Hi, friends. My name is Tony Curitan. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Life Skills FYI. Life Skills FYI provides a set of core adult capabilities to manage work, family, and responsibilities and relationships successfully. It's designed to help build the skills adults need for life. Life Skills FYI teaches skills of planning, awareness, focus, self control, and flexibility. They are daily living skills to promote successful independent living. Life Skills FYI premieres every Thursday morning at 10 a.m. on our My Virtual Academy Facebook page and on Instagram. Today, in life skills, we are going to talk about how to cultivate good study habits. So, the key to becoming an effective student is learning how to study smarter. This becomes more and more true as you advance in your education. An hour or two of studying a day may have gotten you through high school, but it will not work at the college level. Students who are able to breeze through school with minimal effort is the exception. The vast majority of successful students achieve their success by developing and applying effective study habits. Today, I'd like to share a few tips with you that you can use to help make you a better student. It can help you improve your study habits, see your grades go up, and your knowledge increase, and your ability to learn and assimilate information improve. So, tip number one, don't cram. Successful students don't cram. They typically space their work out over a week in increments of 2 to 3 hour periods of time daily, and rarely try to cram all of their studying into just 1 or 2 sessions. If you want to become a successful student, then you'll need to learn to be consistent in your studies and to have regular study periods. Next, you need to plan when you're going to study. Successful students schedule specific times throughout the week when they are going to study, and then they stick with their schedule. Students who study sporadically and whimsically typically do not perform well as a student if they don't keep a set schedule. Even if you're all caught up with your studies, creating a weekly routine where you set aside a period of a few days a week to review your coursework will ensure that you develop habits that will enable you to succeed in your education in the long term. Next, study at the same time. Not only is it important that you plan when you're going to study, it's also important that you create a consistent daily routine. When you study at the same time each day, each week, your studying will become a regular part of your life. You'll be mentally and emotionally more prepared for each study session, and each study session will become more productive. If you have to change your schedule from time to time due to unexpected events, it's okay. But get back to your routine as soon as the event has passed. Next, never procrastinate. It's very easy and common to put off your study sessions because of lack of interest in the subject, or because you have other things that you need to get done, or just because the assignment is hard. But successful students do not procrastinate studying. If you procrastinate your study session, your studying will become much less effective, and you will not get everything accomplished that you need to. Procrastination also leads to rushing, and rushing is the #1 cause for mistakes and errors. Next, start with the most difficult subject first, as your most difficult assignment or subject will require the most effort and mental energy. You should start with that first. Once you've completed the most difficult work, it will be much easier to complete the rest of your work. Believe it or not, studying with the most difficult subject will greatly improve the effectiveness of your study sessions and your academic performance. Next, review your notes. Always make sure to take good notes in class. Before you start each study session and before you start a particular assignment, review your notes thoroughly to make sure that you know how to complete the assignment correctly. Reviewing your notes before each study session will help you to remember important subject matters learned during the day and make sure your studying is targeted and effective. Next, you need to minimize your distractions. When you are distracted while studying, you, 1, lose your train of thought, and 2, you're unable to focus, both of which will lead to very ineffective studying. Before you start studying, find a place where you won't be disturbed or distracted, and make sure you turn off your cell phone. For some people, this is a quiet cubicle in the recesses of the library. For others, it is in a common area where there's a little background noise. Figure out what works best for you. Next, weekend reviews. Review your notes, schoolwork, and other class materials over the weekend. Successful students review what they've learned during the week over the weekend. This way, they're well prepared to continue learning new concepts that will build upon previous coursework and knowledge acquired in the previous week. Next, you can study with a friend or a group. Sometimes studying with a friend or a group, whether or not you're working on the same material, can help keep you accountable and focused. Make sure that everyone in the group is on the same page about studying and keeping one another distraction-free, at least until it's time to take your break. Finally, your key takeaways. Good study habits are consistent and effective practices that optimize understanding and retention of information. Over time, cultivating good study habits can lead to better comprehension, improved academic performance, and reduced stress related to exams or assignments. By following these tips that I've shared and adjusting them to your personal learning style, learning will be easier, and you can make your study time more effective and efficient, as well as enhance your academic performance, which is the goal. So now you are equipped with some very good tips to help you improve your study time and improve your academic performance. Well, friends, that is all my time for today. Thanks so much for tuning in to Life Skills FYI. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. My name again is Toni Curitan. My number is 586-842-0558. That's 586-842-0558. Thanks again for tuning in. We'll see you next time. And always remember to adult responsibly.